Hello, hello. Thanks so much for joining this call. If you don't know me, I'm Chrissy. I'm a stay-at-home mom of a sweet 20-month-old baby girl who was conceived via IVF. She is my main source of inspiration and reason for being here. Not only do I get to stay at home and raise her and be with her every day, but I get to provide some income for my family, working through tiny pockets of my day, working during nap times, bath times, and whenever else I can get it in, all while helping other moms do the same, while helping create impact and change in my own health, my family's health, and yours. So, I wanted to get into a little bit about who is Hugh and Grace and why is this company so amazing. So, Hugh and Grace is a company that created non-toxic and hormone supportive products for in, on, and around our bodies. The birth of this company actually came from founders Sarah and Ben, who struggled with infertility themselves for 14 years before going on to have two sweet babies of their own via surrogates, and their names are Hugh and Grace. Through their journey, they learned how important hormones are for not only fertility, but just our overall health in every stage of life, and how much it matters what we put in, on, and around our bodies every single day. They learned so much and had been through so much. They knew that they couldn't keep this information to themselves and that they wanted to share it with the world. So they created a company that not only creates amazing products, but shares and spreads the education around these topics as well. And that is exactly why I fell in love with the mission and the products and everything about this company. If you don't know my whole story, I too struggled with infertility for 6 years before ultimately conceiving my daughter via IVF. And now I'm actually pregnant with a sweet little boy that we conceived via IVF again. My heart is so deeply tied to this mission and to spreading this education and awareness about toxins, hormones, hormone health, and just keeping our body healthy. Whether you're in your fertility years like I am, you have little kids running around and want to do better for them and have them have better too, or maybe you have kids that are in their fertility years, or maybe you're just somebody who's in perimenopause or menopause yourself, or even beyond. Like, everybody has hormones, everybody needs support, and everybody can benefit from making some swaps in their products and truly taking care of their hormones every single day. And these are little tiny things that you can do day in and day out that truly make a difference in your overall health. So now Megan is going to take you through some of the ins and outs of the business and explain all of that fun stuff to you and why being here is so fun and just so different.
I love it. Thanks, Chrissy. And you're so right. Everyone has hormones. And I think maybe sometimes that's a misconception, regardless of where you're at, whether it's, in the fertility years like Chrissy, maybe you're in perimenopause like me, or maybe you're thinking, but I'm already in menopause. This doesn't matter to me. It matters to every single one of us. And that's what makes this company so relatable and applicable, no matter where you are in your own journey. I have been in the network marketing space for almost 12 years, and I have found this to be such an incredible opportunity to help provide, like Chrissy, provide for my family while also making an impact and doing something that really reaches my heart. When I first got introduced to Hugh and Grace, I was a customer who was navigating some struggles on my own. And after going through a lot of trial and error and talking to a lot of different doctors, realized that hormone health is something I actually really like learning about. I dove deeper in and got my certification as a hormone health coach. And then about 6 months later, got introduced to the business opportunity, and I haven't looked back. It was a video just like this one that I watched to really understand what makes this company different. And if you've found yourself kind of heartstrung to the mission, that's step one. The products are amazing. If you've tried them already, you know it. And if you haven't, I promise you, you'll be amazed. But to really want to go all in with this business, I think it's important to learn how the comp plan works so that you can maximize it and use it in a way that's really going to be beneficial for your family. So if you are someone who has been in this space before or you're brand new, it doesn't matter. You can start here, and it is a pretty simple thing to understand once we go through these little details. We have a unilevel structure, which means you are here. Anybody who enrolls with you on your team becomes your level one. Anybody they enroll is your level two. Anyone they enroll is your level three. There's sometimes, if you've ever heard, like, oh, I have a golden egg opportunity for you. I can place you in this right spot. What's going to make a difference in your income? That type of network marketing isn't how we do business here. It's just year one, two, three. You can see it just how it is on the graph here. Our commissions are calculated every week. So anything that we sell from a commission level base from Monday until the next Sunday gets paid out that next Friday. So you get paid on your sales every single week. We also have opportunities to have additional bonuses, and I'll talk about some of those bonus opportunities here in just a few minutes. But understand that the team volume aspect, any additional bonuses that you earn, any sales bonuses that you qualify for, those all get paid monthly. They're calculated on the calendar month, the first until the end of the month, and then they get paid out on the 10th of the following month. So you have commissions, you have additional team bonuses. And then when it comes to how, like people always ask, well, do I have to pay taxes on this? Yes, you do. It's income. You're sent a 1099 at the end of the year that has the amount of income that you have earned on it. And that is something you will just claim on your personal taxes. You don't have to do anything different from a business aspect as far as getting started and setting that up. They'll send that 1099 and you're considered an independent contractor. I like to share this stuff because I think from a business side, it's important to understand just how it works. You're not an employee. You are independent and you are here to advocate, and you're partnering with Hugh and Grace and sharing their products with those around you. Got my little clicker here. This was something that I spent a lot of time learning and understanding in the beginning. And you might look and see a whole bunch of colors and letters and initials and be like, what is this? I want to really break it down to two parts. If you take a look at the top part here, you'll see this is where our sales income part comes in. So you earn straight off the bat 25% commissions off anything you sell. So somebody comes in, they spend $100 on Hugh and Grace products, you're going to earn a $25 commission. You calculated Monday through Sunday, paid out that next Friday. Now, something that I found really cool is these personal sales bonuses. So if you go over $500 in the month, you get a $50 product credit. So that's just $50 to use towards your own purchases or gifts or whatever you want to use for it. Once you hit that $1,000 mark, now you get a 5% bonus. That's going to be one of the ones paid out in that 10 on the 10th of the month, that next month. And your product credit goes up to $75. So now you're making a 30% commission. So if you sold $1,000, you'd earn $300 in commission, plus you get that product credit. And then as it continues to go up, I don't know if you can see like the last thing here. I'll move my little pictures. As it goes up, we've got the 2,000 to basically 3,000 mark with a 10% bonus. That means you're earning 35% commission with a $100 product credit. And then 3 to 5, 10% with 150. And then if you go over the 5,000, you get a 12% bonus with a 200 product credit. And then this is the big one here. If you get 10,000 in sales in the month, you get a 15% bonus, which means you're earning 40% in commissions along with that product credit. Why this really matters is because I want you to understand whether you want to be someone who builds a team or retails. Maybe you have a shop or a friend of yours has a shop and maybe they're going to want to carry these products. You can succeed immensely here just by selling products. But if you want to build a team like us and you want to bring people into this community, there's additional opportunities from an income standpoint as you rank advance. And that's what all of these little buckets are. When you come in, if you have personal sales of 100, you're an advocate. You're an advocate on the team. You don't have anybody under you. You're not earning any additional things, but you are now a paid advocate. You go up to associate advocate here when your personal volume is 200 and your organizational volume is 500. Now, I'm a former CPA, so I love numbers. And to me, this is like makes total sense. If you're not a numbers person, your first glance might be a little overwhelming. And I don't want you to be like, oh my gosh, there's so many things that you need to learn and to understand. Just take in this as you grow your personal volume or your org volume, which is you plus anyone that signs up underneath you or underneath them or under, like your whole downline, that contributes to this number here. As you go up and your organizational volume grows, what you get paid on grows as well. So we have our commissions where we earn 25 up to 40% on. But as we grow our organizational volume, we grow people in our level 1 and our level 2 and our level 3. And as it goes deeper, you actually get paid a bonus on the amount of volume that those people bring in. Now, this isn't taking away from what those people earn. It doesn't impact that at all. Those people will still earn their commissions and they'll have their volume. But what this does is it gives you a bonus for growing a team. It's the incentive that when you come in and you spread this with other people who want to grow a team too, you get paid on that volume. And you can see as you continue go up in ranks, as the people, my dog is barking because she wants to outside. As the people below you start to rank advance as well, you grow. I'm going to have to let her out. So here we go, guys. You're going to walk with me to my door because I have a needy pup. So as you grow, that number, the team underneath you grows, and the amount that you earn grows alongside that. Let's let the dog outside. We'll let our cold, brisk air in, and I'll just leave that door open. So you can see here, SAV, that's kind of one of those, like you'll hear that a lot if you join the team, that we talk about that. That's kind of one of the first benchmarks that those who are building a team we focus on. Because here's the thing, you also get an additional product credit when you hit SAV, which can be really powerful because not only can you earn it through your sales, but you can earn that product credit as you rank advance. I kept this as saved as an image on my phone in the first couple months because I wanted to see it grow. I wanted to see how building a team was going to impact my family financially as well. So if you've got questions about this, let me know. But again, don't get overwhelmed by numbers if it's like, I'm not a numbers girl, because once you get in and see it all come together, it makes complete sense. Now, here's our boost program. This was something too I had never heard of in any other company until I came here, and it's a really awesome way when you're first joining to earn additional income on top of those ways we've already talked about as you bring new people in. So again, you can win through the boost program, both as joining or building a team or doing retail customers. So for every 5 customers that you bring on that have over 75 personal volume with each of their purchases, you get an extra $50, and there's no cap on this. So if in month 1, 5 of your friends or family members or whatever it is, whoever these people are, they purchase 5 orders, you get an extra $50 bonus. If 10 do, you get an extra $100. If 20, like it keeps growing. And this is something from the first month you enroll and then the next 3 complete months. So today's November 13th, I think. You would get that bonus. It would be eligible through your month of November, December, January, and February. And this is again just a way that the company says, like, welcome, welcome to the team. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Share, and we'll give you additional bonuses. Same thing from an advocate standpoint. Every 2 advocates that you enroll during your boost period, you get a $100 bonus. And then every time you achieve, I showed you on that last screen, that SAV mark, it was kind of outlined in black. You get an additional $100 each month you qualify for that. And then if you go to Mentor or Beyond, it's an extra $200. These are all just additional income opportunities when you first get started that I find really important to know when you're joining on so that you can maximize the opportunities that you have. Now, again, the numbers girl in me just loves to shine. But if you want to understand, like, what could this look like in real time, this kind of just gives a couple different scenarios. So if you are selling, kind of working your way from the bottom up, like selling this, your retail sales are 4,000, your OV is 48. Here's how much commission you would make. This would be your bonuses from new customers, new advocates. Move my little thing here. Team income, and then your total income. So you can just kind of see how this could grow based on how much volume. Some months, lower retail sales here, our team volume starting to grow, but you can see the difference in the commission amounts as it goes each month. And then this boost program really adds up in the volume. But if you continue to grow, organizational volume that was 4,800 here in month 1, now it's up to 18. You can see how that total income grows. Now this is just an example just to show you some scenarios, but I like to show people what's possible and what that can look like. And everybody builds different from retail to team, but regardless of which way you go, retail and team, you can win both ways here. And then we have what's called our growth and consistency bonus. Yes, another bonus opportunity every single month. And that's once you reach the rank of senior mentor and above, as it continues to grow and you enroll new customers every month, there's additional bonuses. Now, the cool thing is, even if you, let's say you hit AMG rank and then next month you drop, A lot of times, if you're not at that paid rank, you don't get the bonus anymore. But something that Hugh and Grace does is they actually honor where you're at or even a level below. Because sometimes life happens and sometimes things fall to the wayside, and that's okay. This growth and consistency rewards you for continuing to grow and also just being consistent. And then there's a shared leadership pool. This is something that happens every quarter. So just want to lay out all our income opportunities for you. As the company evaluates what their profits are for the quarter, they actually distribute shares of that out to the senior mentor ranks and above. And you can see what these are. They're usually somewhere around $400 to $500 per share. I know the example in here says 350. I feel like they give a really lower an example. Obviously, that changes. It changes based off the company's profits. But over the last year, from what I've seen, it's been about like four, a little over four, up to like 550 per share that gets paid out based off your rank and based off of the quarterly profits. So those are the different ways you can earn. You've got your commissions, just straight up retailing. You have bonuses as you start to build a team. You have bonuses as you grow and hold those different ranks on a consistent basis. And then we have our quarterly shared leadership pool, in addition to that boost opportunity your first couple months in the business. Now, I would be remiss to not include this one because this is something else that for a lot of people is the main reason for joining. And this was really for me when I first was introduced to the network marketing model. This was huge for me. At the time, I was kind of sitting in Chrissy's shoes. I had a little toddler at home and a newborn. And I remember seeing these women go off on this cruise that they earned through helping other women with their wellness goals. And I remember thinking, well, I'm sitting at home like covered in spit up and, eating toddler mac and cheese and crust off sandwiches. Like, I would give anything to be able to go on this trip with my husband, to be able to look at him and be like, I earned this for us. And when I first started, that was the driver for me. I didn't understand all the other comp pieces, and I didn't know all the ins and outs of that, but I knew that there was an opportunity to earn trip dollars and go on a trip. And that first trip really solidified for me so much about what I love with network marketing and being able to take something that I'm grateful can be done virtually, but also allows you to come face to face and hug these people in real life. So this is our trip for next year. It's April 8th through the 12th. And yes, you can still qualify for this. So it is still open. Oopsies, sorry, bumped one too soon. It is still open. I thought I might have had ways to earn, but we won't go into the nitty-gritty details of earning the points. Just know that I talked about retail and earning income. Know that earning your points and trip dollars goes right along with as you earn income and grow your team, you get rewarded with points in the same way. And this is something, again, we have people who earn it in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months, and qualifications go through the end of February. So there's still time to learn on that aspect as well. And I look back over the last year since Chrissy and I both joined here at Hugh and Grace, and I think about all the things that we've been able to do, the things that we've been able to connect with, the people we've been able to support, the different workshops we've hosted along with other people on our team to be able to share and educate all on that mission. The mission that Sarah and Ben started way back when, knowing that the fertility journey that they went on was awful and that they couldn't change their story, but they could change what they've learned and share it with other people so other people could rewrite theirs. And it's such a powerful mission to be a part of. And products, like I didn't even talk to you guys about the products, but I think it's important to know that when you put your name, your children's names on the label of the products that are getting shipped around the world, you're confident that they stand behind the same mission that you're backing, that they came here because they wanted to create a product that were hormone safe and hormone supportive. And that's everything you'll find here at Hugh and Grace. Every single product is very intentionally created and formulated to be able to maximize its capability of helping your health, to provide a solution with our products that go in, on, and around our bodies, from our wellness line to our skincare and our home products. Everything is so carefully crafted with pride and third party testing to know that when we share these products with other people, we know we're giving them the absolute best thing that we can. I'll let you close us out, Chrissy.
So, like Sarah and Ben, they took their painful story and turned it into a purpose by creating this company, by spreading the education, by helping create all of these amazing products that we can swap out for products that we're using now that may be not so good for our bodies. I am doing the same. I'm taking my painful infertility story, things that I learned along my journey, and partnering up with them and taking that education and spreading it to you so that you might not have to walk through the journey of infertility. Maybe your kids don't have to. Maybe you can take what you're learning and do better for not only yourself, your husband, but your kids also so they can grow up and not have to deal with that. Maybe it's, swapping out these things now so your menopause, perimenopause, or even beyond journey is a little bit less stressful, a little bit less impactful negatively. Like people talk about how negative the symptoms are of menopause and beyond. Like we can do better. We can make those a little bit better for you. And that's the mission and the reason of why this company's here and so deeply why I'm here to do the same thing. Um, to kind of wrap all of this up in a nutshell, I would like for you to think about what swapping some of the products that you use in your home and your daily life could do for you, for your family, for your body, for your health, for your fertility, for all of those things. What could it do for you and your family to just have a healthier lifestyle? And then what kind of an impact could you make on someone else's lives like I am doing to you? What would it mean if you could have an extra 200, 500, $1,000 for your family each month to buy groceries or Christmas presents or to pay for your kids' sports practices? What would that mean for you? What would it mean if you could take yourself, your husband, your mom, or maybe your best friend on a vacation to Mexico or wherever it is that you wouldn't be able to afford otherwise? What would you benefit from having a supportive community of women surrounding you to help you every step of the way? And then on the flip side, what does it look like if you don't join us and everything stays exactly the same? Your health, your impact, your finances. What would it mean if we could change all that for you? So, if this is something that you feel pulled to do, I would love to chat more with you about it, answer any questions you might have, and help you make the decision that's right for you. But I will say, if it's a heck yes for you, like it was for me a year ago, I can't wait to welcome you to the team.